What's going on, guys? A lot of people are asking, how much can you actually make with Uber and Lyft? Is it still worth it? And I don't know how much you're going to be able to make, but I can just tell you from my experience and what I make. Every driver is going to be different. Everybody's driving different times, everybody has a different schedule, and you know everybody's driving in a different area, so it's all going to depend. And part of it, I feel like, is luck. But if you just stick with the same hours, you tend to make about the same amount. You'll realize over time that, okay, if I drive 3 hours at this time, that equals between 40 and $60. So you'll figure it out as you go. But I'm just gonna hop in the app and show you guys real quick what the last couple weeks have been like for me. I mean, I've been driving for a year, so I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but it's kind of generally been the same because I've been driving the same hours, kind of sticking to like the same schedule. So let's check it out. All right, so I'm in the Uber app, and today I've done 9 trips. I started at 7 this morning, and it is 10 o'clock, and I'm about to take my lunch. Um, and I made $63.17. So this week's bonus is kind of low. It's $75. Usually it's higher. It will be like 125, 130. But it is the holidays, and I don't know, they're doing something with that. But here we go. There's my profile. Uh, I've done 5,412 trips, and I've been driving for about a year. And this is just where people leave you like comments and things like that. So now we'll go to the earnings. Now this week it's Saturday. My week is Monday to Sunday. This week, so by Sunday I'll have at least 1,300. Um, I'll continue driving today. I'll drive a bit tomorrow, but I'll have at least 1,300. Maybe if I get some really good rides, I'll get up to 1,400. But if you just click, where is it? Click in here. Oh, this is where you can cash out. If you just cash out, it will go directly into whatever bank account you have set up. These are the weekly earnings. So I can just show you earnings update delayed. Okay. Well, let's see. So last week, okay, so this is this week. I'm at 1,100, like I said. Uh, so far, I've done 98 trips, 41 hours, and $43 in tips, 157 in promotions. Yeah, this week somebody spilled a coffee in my car. So what happens there is that I just took pictures of it, and they sent me $40 to get it cleaned. It doesn't happen every week, but sometimes a passenger will spill something in your car. Oh, sorry. Okay, so last week was pretty decent. So 1,500 for 56 hours, $44 in tips, 330 in promotions. So I was able to cash out 1,500 in $1,510.28 into my account. So that was November 12th through 19. The week before that, almost pretty close to $1,500, and it's 53 hours, 57 minutes, and 123 trips. Okay, not that well with the tips. I didn't do too well with the tips, but I think that week I might have received a cash tip, a couple cash tips. That's another thing. You'll also probably get some cash tips from passengers, so that always helps. The week before that, it's 1480, 53 hours. So you can see, I'm putting in about the same hours, and I'm making with it, it's within a maybe 20, 30, $40 range. But I'm driving every single day. This day was $231. So yeah, if you click on these, you can see how much you made that day. 122, 147. There you go. Week before that, October 22nd, so 54 hours. There we go. Week before that, 1481. 54 hours again. October. So October is a pretty decent month. The tips weren't that great. And 140 trips. Wow, that's a lot of trips. Okay. First week of October. So this was the first week. Oh wow, 61 hours. That's a yeah, and the pay was less. So sometimes, you got to work a little longer, and 150 trips, dang. So yeah, sometimes you got to work a little longer to get, this kind of pay, but I always my minimum that I like to hit is like $1,000 at minimum. If I'm going over, if I have the time, it's always good to make more. But I find that average is like 1,100. Like there have been times when I can make $1,000 by Friday, 1,100 by Friday. Today is Saturday. I'm at 1,100, so by today I'll probably be at 1,200, and then with tomorrow for sure I'll be at 13, and maybe with the bonus I'll be at 14. So September, I had gotten a car accident, and I had just got my car back from the shop at the end of September. So I had 3 weeks off, as you see. I didn't make anything. And this was actually when it happened, September 10th. That's when I had the accident. That was my morning shift, so I made $69 in the morning, and then after lunch I went out, got hit in the car, and then couldn't drive for about 3 weeks. This week, I think I went to Vegas, so yeah, it didn't work. This week, let me see. Okay, so I didn't work Sunday. So if I worked Sunday, what was this? August, September. Okay, if I worked Sunday, it for sure would have been $1,000. In August, okay, this is when I'm on it. 1,400 for 148 trips in 59 hours. 1,300, 1,239. This is when I went to New York, so I must have, or got back from New York. So, boom, 1,200, 1,100, 900. So you can see, let's go take an average week. So 55, so 1,239, let's just say. 1,239 divided by how many hours? 55. So let's just say 56 is $22 an hour. That's kind of like an average rate. I would say 20, 25 an hour is kind of like an average rate. Let's see about this one. 1,401 divided by 60. 1,401 divided by 60 is 23. Now, yeah, so it's not bad. Let's take one of these good weeks here. So let's see. 15, 17. Let's just say 15, 17 divided by 55. $27 an hour. Not bad. So yeah, guys, this is kind of what kind of times I'm putting in. This is what kind of time I'm putting in on the road. It's a lot, 56 hours on the road, and it's kind of like a little more than that because sometimes I'm taking an hour to get back home, and yeah, I'll go back to explaining this in a second. All right, so hopefully that was helpful for you guys to kind of get an idea of how much you can actually make with Uber, and how much time you need to put in to actually make those kind of things. And now that's if you're in LA. So I'm driving in LA. I'm not sure you're going to get similar results if you're in a different city, maybe better, maybe worse. I mean, even if you're in LA, I don't know if you'll make that. It's a, I don't really know how it works, but if you put in those kind of hours, you may make somewhere close to that. Now, a lot of people say like, oh, yeah, well, Uber drivers they don't make $20 to $25 an hour because you have all these expenses, right? You have gas, like we have to pay for our own gas, we have to have our own insurance, we have to pay for our own car maintenance, and those things add up. Oh, car wash, phone bill, all those things add up. I mean, they are write-offs for your taxes, but it's like even if you have a regular job and you have to commute there, if you're taking the train, you're taking a taxi, Uber, or you have your own car, and you got to pay for parking, you know, those are expenses, and you have a regular job. We get to write these things off, and yeah, I mean, I just don't think I don't. I know maybe it's not a good idea, but I don't think about those things right now. I just worry about it when tax time comes, and you know, you can make okay money with Uber. I mean, depending on what you say is okay money for a job like an in between job, it's pretty good. To just kind of save up some money, maybe pay some bills, and it's a good in between thing. It's definitely not a long term career. I mean, even you could do it long term, like part time, like just on the weekends or at nights or something. But full time, it's definitely. I don't think it's a good full time gig for more than 2 years. You put a ton of miles on your car. I mean, I got this car brand new, and I've put 80. I think it's about to be 83,000 miles on it. So you do beat the car up a bit. But I just wanted to show you guys that real quick about how much you can make with Uber and show you a real live example. And if you have any other questions, if you want to know more about how I drive, where I drive, or just anything, just feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.